Ike, thank you so much for coming back. Please tell us, who is Ike?
Yeah, the name Ike was given by my parents, especially my father. Ike is taken from Dwight Ike Eisenhower, the American president post World War II. And Tamsang is the name that was given by my mother because they believe that I'm a lucky boy, and I believe so.
You do?
I believe so.
Where's the
I will
slug coming from?
no, I will always come, tops. No matter where I found myself. I've been lucky more than once. I've had many near-death experiences, even during the era of my comrade. I've had a situation, let me wipe my nose. I've had a situation where somebody tried to shoot me, you know, 2 meters away from me. Benginenye lalibizwa Van Veek, lalgo riot squad. So what you have to Willis bumps at Gemma. I've been to situations where Slanda my target. Back in the days, Beswabi's my target. When Oliver Tambo said, make this country ungovernable, what we did, I'm a company cars Beswatat, Swashise, because the labo put lava, my script, but my comrade is Niganion, sending mad.
Wait. So in other words, you used to steal cars, Advocate Ike.
We're disrupting the economy of the day and we're repossessing. We call it a repossession because we believe that the land was stolen from African people. So we are reversing, and trying to gain back what was lost. So we did that, and you'll have near-death experiences many times shot at, even during the IFP violence. Where there lots of guys died. So I think that I survived because, somewhere, somehow, the lucky stars, you know, someone up there was smiling and saying, not this time. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
I believe in that.
How did you get it? How did you even get into hijacking cars, Ike? I mean, it's something so foreign to your characteristics
Look,
right now.
You see, car hijacking, the CVZ battle, it started in Soweto. Car hijacking, I'll tell you where it comes from. Most people in the 70s, bebatshontsha imoto, car theft, bayuza amagoqa, into ngathi Ellen Key. So, but when it came era yama comrade, 84, Sashali slogan esithi umama uyajabula, Winnie Mandela, when she decided to come back to Soweto. That's when Oliver Tambo naye uthi make this country ungovernable. Nathi sithi ngcono sidumi. So amabheka, imoto zama-rap otshwala besizithatha. And masifika kuwe besikutshela umuntu omnyama uyidrayiva sithi sicela ikhiya. Sithathe imoto sihambe nayo. Sishise mangabe siyashisa. But later on, angithi izinto mazenzeka. Kuba nama-developments. Abanye bathi imali lento le yabo. Sisayiphethe kanjani, it's a new car, Fika labo bhuti labo bathengisa imoto kuma-scrap yard bathi manisinikeni yona siyikhendle, kwavela into ezinjengalezo. So that culture yama-comrade mayiphela because Oliver Tambo nabo Open Hammer, they had ama-meetings, they had to call us to order now. Now we get ama-instructions, bathi abuye Lusaka, abuya Lego, London, because now you must calm down. And you can no longer, lock every revolution behind, People were now introduced to this culture. So, then people started to hijack, abanye kuba ama-comrades tsotsi, besibabiza ama-comtsotsi. Sebayishiya le life of comrades, sebayotshontsha imoto, abanye bayozibhathula, hijacking. That was that. And some of us sisaqhubeka na that culture, but no, we are not yet free. Amaphoyisa siyawa-hijack, abelungu siyawa-hijack, amabazilokishini sizithatha imoto zabo because we are hungry. We need to survive. We need to have clothes. And, it was on. And we also chased the police away from the townships. It was like on.
But then, how does the hijacking gorilla turn into an advocate? What happened over there? What changed?
Look, you've got dreams, more cool. I still want to play soccer. I still want to do 1, 2, 3. It doesn't mean that in a struggle people don't have dreams. Even in a struggle, people want to feed their families, they want to live, people want to get married. And I will tell you one thing, there's a mistake that most people do. They think that all black people fought against apartheid. That's not true. We were very few, my comrades. It's not that business influence. There were people who were so much against us. But these kids, man, bahlupha belungu. Masithi stay away, bona bafuna ukuya emsebenzini. Imagine if all darkies, they participated with struggle. One day, but you know what? This is a shutdown. Nothing moves. You see?
Would that not have cost many lives as well?
You must sacrifice some lives. That's the problem with the society today. People don't want to sacrifice lives. That's why people now, they are drunkards. We are born this ANC government is taking us nowhere, and many lives are wasted on alcohol. Things that don't take them, anywhere. I mean, a young man, at your age, you want a boy. The people tell a boy, it's Puzan. There has to be more than that. I mean, you must pay your debts to society.
Was it not like that in your day as well? Nangaphuza utshwala. Awuphuza utshwala na namhlanje.
Bebaphuza abantu utshwala, but the difference ila were influential. Ama-comrade mawuthi shut down. Masithi iipoto ziyavalwa silwa namabhunu kuvalwa ngo-8 kunama-street committee wonke umuntu bekalalela because we had power. Masibona i-destructive behavior besihamba siyikhola to order. Mangabe kunomuntu ohluphayo besimkhola to order. Like for an example, 1984 to 85 in Soweto, we said all gangs must cease to exist. No more gangsterism. You see, it was the same like in colored areas. There were gangs everywhere, like in colored areas. Abantu bazibiza ngamagama Americans and this, but sayaqeda yonke lento sathi as from today sithatha a resolution ukuthi silwa ne-apartheid, all of us. Ngcono uhlale phansi, but don't be destructive. Abantwana besikole, they took power from the parents ngaboma 84. That's when kuba nama-necklace boshiswa mawurepha umntana esikole. If ubulela umntana esikole nendlaki niyashiswa. So there must be lives that are sacrificed to get somewhere, but today's people don't want to sacrifice impilo zabo. There must be a generation that is losing out. As black people, sometimes we must start building things that the next generation is enjoy.
Do you drink?
I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't chase a lot of things.
Why is that? Does that have anything to do with the way that you grew up?
Yeah, maybe it has to do, how I grew. I've seen, I don't know, I think utshwala today was different than utshwala yesterday. But those days, alcohol was still new, especially this Western alcohol like brandy, beer. Black people were not allowed to drink the Western alcohol, beer, brandy, whiskey. It came later. So even when they started drinking these cheap things. And bebabothoka abantu abamnyama. Umuntu bombona ukuthi lo uyaphuza, bekunento ebizwa ngephuza face. Today you can hardly see umuntu onephuza face. Mawuphuza eqaleni you are guaranteed to phuza face. But nowadays abantu bayaphuza, mara uyabona ukuthi hayi, all right lo muntu. So I didn't want to have a phuza face. And again, yeah.
Is this because perhaps you wanted to maintain a good relationship with the ladies? Or would Ike still be Ike with a puzzer face,
No, I also wanted, to secure my health, because I wanted to be a soccer player. At some point, I wanted to be a boxer. I wanted to be healthy, to live longer. And the doctors, they also advised, but you know what? If you don't drink alcohol, your life will be much better, because I had eyesight problems from growing up, and people kept on saying, you know what? Mongakhulu ungabhemi, because ezinye izinto ziba worse malokubhema yabo. So that was that. So being problem amehlo, so at school I couldn't see the board, and I wasn't aware ukuthi I'm the only one with a problem. When you're a kid, you think that
everybody
is got a problem. And I realized that Mangibuza abantu, do you see a body? No. Yes, I can see, man, I can't see. Sometimes I'm brown, red. Sometimes I'm flowing and so then alcohol would have made things worse. I did experiment, but it's not really my thing, and I don't like the taste of alcohol. Alcohol is still bitter again. Mangibamba, so yeah,
Do you think if you didn't have these health concerns, you would have perhaps subscribed? Or actually tell us, how was the youth of that time? Because you've just explained to us, it's youth, yabantu abamnyama namhlanje, Upoza is such a big thing, others babema. It's just a very, very fashionable thing to be intoxicated in today's 2000 world, Back in the day, was it the same? Was there a difference?
But I remember those days, the world was shaped differently. Coming from, World War, colonial era, the values, Christianity, things have changed now, we've evolved. Back in the days, there's certain things that we held dear, like umfundis. You see, Mohammed Stratton, back in the days, if you saw a funeral procession, you stopped, you took off your hat. People were still respecting, because the values, it was forgive. I'm a missionary, but it's fresh. Now they are stale, and they're more, I want to be evolved. That's where they move away from the center. So back in the days, we're centered, It was just a few years after black people were defeated. Few years after the 1910 Union of South Africa, where black people, surrendered. So the center, we could still remember because the memory was still fresh. We would know this is not us. We've got the culture, But the more we moved away, the more super integrated things